Hey everyone, we are the Hewers. Welcome back to our channel. Join us as we explore the third largest national park in South Africa. After watching the amazing wildlife in Addo Elephant National Park in the last video, today we want to take a closer look at the accommodations and facilities in the park. If you missed part 1, make sure to check out the video. The link is in the description below. Addo Elephant National Park covers a huge area around the Eastern Cape of South Africa. A marine section is declared as part of the national park as well, but most people will only visit the main part of the park, which is already huge. The distance from the main gate to the southern gate is about 40 kilometers, so it is possible to drive through the park in one day, but you will definitely not see it all in just one day. The park is divided into a northern and a southern section. This is the place where a public road runs through the park from east to west, but you are not allowed to enter the park through this road. There are many roads, loops, lookout points and heights, so make sure to stop whenever it's possible and allowed to enjoy the amazing views. The speed limit on the roads is 40 km per hour, but we usually never drive faster than 20 to 30 km per hour to ensure that you don't miss a sighting because you're driving too fast. When you're traveling from Port Elizabeth to the park, you should not take the R335 via Motherwell due to safety concerns. Instead, you can either take the N2 and enter at the southern gate, or via Patterson at the main gate. Otherwise, you can take the R75 and MR00470, which is a gravel road and should be avoided during heavy rains. The park is very accessible for tourists, with a variety of accommodations, a restaurant and a small shop where you can get groceries and souvenirs. Although many tourists come here, especially on weekends, the park is far from being overcrowded like the Kruger, for example. You will see a car here and there, but there won't be huge crowds around animals. There are many accommodations outside the park, but for the best safari experience, we would recommend sleeping in the park. This way you can start driving before sunrise and leave right after sunset to observe the animals when they are most active, early morning and late afternoon. We stayed at 2 different accommodations, in the Speckboom tented camp and the safari tents in the main camp. The Speckboom tented camp is really off the grid and located in the middle of the park. You will get a private safari tent with no electricity and shared ablutions. There is a small shared kitchen and every tent has its private braai area, the South African word for barbecue. But the best part about this camp is the fact that you get a private hide where you can watch the animals at night. We were lucky enough to spot some zebras. They came to drink at the water hole right in front of the hide. During the day, you get the chance to make a stop at Jack's picnic site, named after a famous black rhino that used to live in the park. There are many picnic tables and braai areas as well, that day visitors and overnight guests can use. The area is fenced, so you don't need to be concerned about wild animals. The next days we stayed at the main camp. There are many different accommodations, chalets, cottages, forest cabins, rondavels and campsites, but we stayed at one of the safari tents. For us, this is one of the best spots, because you get an amazing view of the park from your private terrace. We saw hyenas, kudos and owls while we were eating on our patio. The safari tents come with a private braai area, shared ablutions and a well-equipped kitchen area. You even get an aircon and heater in the tent, which is a game changer. If you ever get the chance to visit South Africa, make sure Addo is on your list. It's an experience you will remember for a lifetime. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any of our upcoming expeditions. See you on the next adventure.